COVID-19 nakila koro. COVID-19 koro koro. COVID-19 nakila koro. COVID-19 koro koro. Corona killing everywhere. Salon rise up. Together as one. Rise up. Then we stop this spread of corona. Coronavirus. Nakila. We all say together we all for better. Coronavirus. Nakila. Everybody else say no to politics. Let we all better. Coronavirus. Nakila. Innovation officer Jack I say. Coronavirus. Nakila. It don't kill possible. Nakila. It don't possible. Nakila. It don't spread possible. Nakila. It don't kill possible. Nakila. It don't kill possible. Koro. COVID-19. Koro koro. COVID-19 nakila koro. COVID-19 koro koro. COVID-19 nakila. Coronavirus quick for spread. And this is how it can spread. If you shake hand with an infected person, you go get them. Yeah. If you touch anything, we get them. You don't catch them. Yeah. When you touch the virus, you don't contaminate your hand. If you don't wash your hand before you touch your face, you go get mama. If you don't sanitize your hand before you touch your nose, you go get papa. If you don't wash your hand before you touch your eye, you go get sister. If you don't sanitize your hand before you touch your mouth, you go get brother. What we for do? Wash we hand with soap and water. We all for wash we hand. Corona they pass. Sanitize we hand. We for always sanitize we hand. We just say coronavirus. Nakila. We all say together we all for better. Coronavirus. Nakila. Everybody else say no to politics. Let we all better. Coronavirus. Nakila. Innovation officer Jack I say. Coronavirus. Nakila. It don't kill possible. Nakila. It don't possible. Nakila. It don't spread possible. Nakila. It don't kill possible. Nakila. It don't kill possible. Koro. COVID-19 koro koro. COVID-19 nakila koro. COVID-19 koro koro. COVID-19 nakila. These are the signs and symptoms of COVID-19. And you go to cough, you go get fever, your body go tired, you go to breathe like you get asthma, pneumonia go enter now you two lungs, your nose go run snot, you go to sneeze, you go get sore throat. Ooh, yeah. It's time to be cautious, take precautions, follow government instructions, and save mama salon. You know go sit down now. Corona no go sit down now. You no go sit down now.
Yes, indeed. Corona no go sit down now. The program na special Corona update where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Members say this program they come to you every Wednesday from 12 to 1 o'clock. Where na Osiwa they support Radio Democracy for bring special Corona updates come to you. And inside today's edition of the program Special Corona Update, we will look inside the impact of COVID-19 on small business enterprises, where they call SMEs. That's our topic of discussion today inside the program Special Corona Updates. Members say they listen we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and they view we on our Facebook page. And also they listen to we on Radio Shalom 89.5, where they cover Falaba and Kwanedugu districts, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1J 11.1 na Pujaun districts to Liberia border, Radio Colenten 90.5 na Cambia, Radio Moa 105.5 na Kailaun and Semweso, Voice of Karine on 90.0 na Kamakwe. The program na special COVID-19 special Corona update where they come to you from 98.1 FM. As I mentioned, Osiwa and the support Radio Democracy for bring this program come to you. Where they bring you this edition of the program Special Corona Updates, Musa Kamara na my name. Where before I come to my studio guest for can look at the impact of COVID-19 on small businesses when SMEs. We're going to studio too and take them message here quickly from then leaders them where they talk to people about the preventive measures of COVID-19. As we all can remember, say government don't lift plenty suspension on or measures, restrictive measures them for fight the COVID-19, but it means say COVID still there, don't it, so we for continue the preventive measures them. We're gonna study to and take the message.
This now Mayor Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown. Family them, this coronavirus, it real. I know say the Wasan, we don't the area, we don't the Siam. And I'm so glad we can go to them community them. Informal settlements. So you know, go expect for see buckets, you go meet the buckets day. People then the Western arm. But not all money do So you ain't not the do not take a light, what's your hand. This sick here, they say that we person cough, we person sneeze, it is sit on at the breeze. So this mask, yes, it's not easy for wear, but let we wear them because now that's go protect we. And they talk to us, I wear my mask, and I they continue for wearing my mask. Once I know then I'm in host, I they wear my mask. So family and Fritonians, let this sick here pass we quick. Let it not turn our city.
Now, Osiwa support Radio Democracy for bring this message to you.
I'm Professor Alpha Tijan Wuri. I'm an associate professor of chemistry. And I'm now the serve as Minister of Health and Sanitation. May I say, this disease not so plenty clever, not so plenty sense. Now you by yourself, now you get your life. The important thing is you get for wash your hand with soap and water regularly. The reason being, now your hand now they carry the dirty. Now your hand now go bring the germs now your nose, now your mouth, now your eye. Now your hand now go give you this disease here. That's now the first and primary rule. The second rule, if I make you there away from somebody, where you there, when they say social distance, you're there about 2 meters away, 6 feet away. It means say the person body not go touch your body. The person cough not go get by you. In sneeze not go come by you. If you go to public, it's fine for make you get the face mask. The face mask now because when you cough, may you keep your cough to yourself. When you sneeze, may you keep your sniff to yourself. May you not affect nobody.
Now, Osiwa support Radio Democracy for bring this message to you.
Mina Kande Kole Yumkela, leader for NGC na the Sierra Leone Parliament, duya corona is real. Corona na real problem. Corona they spread fast past Ebola. Duya on allow we listen to we government. Let we work with we government and them master sabi people. Let we do everything where they say. No joke with corona. Corona they kill. Corona go kill your family. When they say no go on side, no go there. Wash your hand. Keep away from people. Duya wear face mask. No spread corona na your host and no spread unto other people. Listen to government.
Now, Osiwa support Radio Democracy for bring this message to you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mina Sheikh Abubakar Conte, the current president of the Interreligious Council and city imam. Me people them we me message to una to we all. Now for we maintain them precautionary and preventive issues they are we don't write down. They all get biblical references and Quranic references and prophetic references as well. So let we continue for wash we hands them how them prescribe say for wash them as many times as possible. We beg that will help for push this Wahala virus from the country and the entire world. Let the Lord Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless we all.
Now, Osiwa support Radio Democracy for bring this message to you.
Umaru Napoleon Koroma, National Secretary General of the Sierra Leone People's Party. I try for talk to every Sierra Leonean for them understand say coronavirus, what they call COVID-19, is real. It attack everybody when a human being. It is translate from one person to another. It's real, it's deadly, and it is kill. Let we Sierra Leoneans then continue for listen to all the measures that we government they put in place and make sure say we break the chain of the spread of this virus here, even for pull and come on our country as quickly as possible. Do your social distancing, wash your hand regularly, and make sure say we not transmit the disease from other person. If you get for move out of your house for go, find way for find something and put na your face what they call mask and cover your face so that if at the end of the day you meet up somebody so we get that virus, they When I truly talk, you know, go for translator to you, or if you say get you go for transfer to another person.
Now, Osiwa support Radio Democracy for bring this message to you.
Efambolem, this na Sidi Yaya Tunis, acting National Publicity Secretary for APC. Corona don dey na we country as we sef don see cases dem dey comot every day. Some we don lost to COVID, some don also recover. I dey call on we all for make we observe the precautionary measures wey the Ministry of Health and Sanitation and the EOC don tell we for observe so that we go prevent we sef, we family, we friends and we neighbors them for get the sick. Make we wash we hand regularly with soap and water. Make we avoid for go side them we crowded. Now for always call 117 if you don't suspect say somebody dey where they show symptoms of corona. Person we get high fever, where they sneeze plenty, and where they cough plenty, where they show weakness, and where they complain pass mark that. Not call 117 if the person not sick. Now for the check on your neighbor, your family, and your friend during this difficult period where all the feds corona. I dey call on we all for make we all make and we business for kick corona out of Salone. I dey join all man at this country for tell plenty thank you to the healthcare and frontline workers them where they sacrifice their time and where they work under extreme conditions for save we all lives. May God bless them and may God bless their families. God bless we all. God bless Salone.
Now, Osiwa support Radio Democracy for bring this message to you.
Famblem, my name is Bishop J. Archibald Cole. I'm the overseer for New Life Ministry and I'm the president for Pentecostal Fellowship of Sierra Leone. Today, I just want to encourage you. For let you know say, coronavirus is real and it's bad. All over the world, it dey kill people. So do ya, una follow the instruction and then direction where we will body people they don't give it. Una obey all the protocol, una keep the distance so we all go get well body. Corona go down, and we all go tell Papa God thank you. God bless you all.
Now, Osiwa support Radio Democracy for bring this message to you.
Na my name Chief Umar Musa Kamano. I dey with Bafos. Na me na the chief na the community day. So I come for tell the one whole nation. I say all for say coronavirus is dey real. Let all put hands on deck. Let's spread this message to the one self where they na the least village na the one knows. Let it dey wash in hand. At the same time, if you not able get that immediately, if you get sanitizer and sanitizer, you can use them. Then for cover your mouth, cover your nose. It not only stop there. Let we make sure say we protect to picking them because picking us have been nothing. When you picking come out play what only in hand wash them.
Now Osiwa support Radio Democracy for bring this message to you.
Well, that's a different message them on COVID prevention. As I mentioned earlier, in Saturday edition of the program, Special Corona Update, they look at the impact of COVID-19 on SMEs, we in small businesses. And for come help me talk about this issue, I get now the studio Nicholas A. Kamara, we in a National Coordinator for Youth Network for Entrepreneurship Development and Simwiso Lecturer Entrepreneurship at IPAM University of Salone. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon, Musa, and good afternoon, listeners.
Okay, we look at the impact of COVID-19 on SMEs, we are small businesses. Now, for listeners, them give me background of what in really not SMEs apart of being small businesses. What kind of small business that would they talk about?
All right. When we talk about SMEs, by definition, now small and medium-sized enterprises. But we get local researchers and like people like the President Minister of Lands, Dr. Sandy, another one, Mr. Samuel, when a Dr. Kamara now. So many researchers, when I be economics researchers, and even me when they present to you, do an engagement on this, where they categorize SMEs in various levels. So the simple definition of SMEs, and people can say what any business owned by a Sierra Leonean or a national where we are in the number of human resource, that is the staff them, not exceed 30. So the number of staff the way they use and operate for every SME, they range from number 2 on to 25 for we own classification out of SMEs. But we get classification based on what industries, classification based on what services. For instance, in the building and constructions, SME can be defined as what any business owned by a Sierra Leonean or a national, where you know what the staffs the way they use, it can either be a part-time or full-timers, but for exceed 30 people for the constructions and other works services. But when it comes to petty trade, which is the most commonly used and use of SME, mean that any business, whether it be a boutique, whether it be a printing house, whether it be a cookery buffer, or it be a restaurant, a business owned by a Sierra Leonean or a national, we are in the staff, the way they use, and be the key, and then be the spearhead the operations of that businesses. Another description of SMEs by categories, we look at what services. We look at people who they do tourism, hotel management, all of these we categorize them, say again. The number remains the same in every sectors. The only thing, the larger the number, the bigger the number based on that the category of goods or services where they provide. For petty trading, mostly SME, 9 people and they take range from 2 to 5. And another description of SMEs in Sierra Leone, now people the way they serve as the transmission, where they spread out the redistribution of wealth. According to Dr. Sandy and Philip Kotler and other researchers of SME, say what SME they serve as a redistribution of wealth. How? Somebody can ask, why this SME? People like countries like America, Europe, and Asia, SME they serve as the big redistribution of wealth. For instance, the manufacturer not get the chance for Gordon and Dovecourt. The manufacturer not get the chance for Candon and St. John. For can sell in suit coat, for can sell in face masks, for can do this. All what they know for him for produce and send that to the wholesalers. So in this role where SME they play, make it call as what they are the key agents of transforming and what redistribution both raw materials, finished goods and semi-finished goods. So they are very, very much important. That's another description of SME. Another description of SME by me or Richard, who I learned from Asia, where we do me masters, we say SME serves as the reservoir for wealth distribution and socio-economic development for every nation. What I mean like the Bible says, it said the devil's works up with that person who an idle person. So when you look at, I get a case study where I do Okada riders. When you get to Okada person where nobody do nothing, you see and then a long bench, and then at our base they talk about government, talk about community. Too many ambition, but then they ask for execute. When that person gets to Okada, he begin engage himself. Money tell nobody at 6 o'clock, you don't left for go find passenger. All you do is you give off any master money, you give off pen in your pocket money. So you see that the issue of that bad perception and negativity about government activities, you come on in mind. Look at Keke now. You see somebody where they ride Keke, not even know that APC, that SAP, or what you know, when you come as a passenger, he take you from Upgon to Eastern Police or from St. John to Eastern Police. So that's why we catalog them as they are the agent where they lead to sustainability and peace development in Sierra Leone and West Africa.
Okay, you don't give a background of SMEs. Look at the operations of SMEs in Salone before COVID-19 itself. How was it like for SMEs in Salone?
Mostly in Sierra Leone, SMEs and they operate in terms of loan and overdraft, looking at the limited available resources. That's why in the Richard backward we engage, we go to capitalists without capital. Because people, the ambition of going to business don't they, the desire don't they, but the passion and commitment for execute that desire really, really limited. So SMEs owners, like people, most often sector of SME na Sierra Leone people they brace up quick. They try to graduate them and youth and na clothing and textiles. So when then they start that, they get the big ambition, big thinking, but the resources are limited. So most of it, they never go to take loan when they go with service. So the sustainability and growth of SME before COVID-19 mainly on overdrafts and loans. And we all know, Musa, the loan percentage in this country is very, very high. The minimum in this country is 20. And it ranges from 20% to 28. Sometimes it's 30 for that we don't even understand whose loan and you go take. So you see that if you go take a loan of 100, let's say 5 million euros, where in every month you get for the payout, they are not making up to 2 or 3 million loans per month. What happened? The business will collapse. So the activity of SMEs, we get for try for redefine them and redirect them. That when they start a business, not take loan for starting, because business like where the money picking. You know what that picking for can be in future. It's not about trying and error. So that's why when I lecture my students, I tell you, never go for a loan for starting your own business, because the challenges are numerous. So they see sometimes people end up for sell assets, some man end up for losing inheritance property from your family because you manage.
So in a whole, they say SMEs not a flourishing as saloon
at all.
What's
as
the
compared
barrier?
as compared to places like Nigeria, Kenya, Ethiopia, Eritrea, we are in, then get a larger population. But Salon, I will not get a large population where they embrace, you understand? But SME already done the take what a trend. Where in over the 2, 3, 4, 5 years, because of graduates and youth, man, they don't see say when you do business, they better. If they get respect in the community, you don't take a place where not really flourishing based on the barriers like what access to finance. The one we can call them that now heredity, now traditional barriers, access to finance, access to what to soft loans. But God bless this present government are able to loans away World Bank don't throw out. The new amendment budget. Mainly they say what about 50 billion loans are start for be collected, go be given to what SME. We always they pay into SMEs, where they lecture, where they practice, and that let that money they directed to the right people, to the right place, so that it hits the ground. So another barrier for SME sustainability and growth, and why not flourish, you talk about what attitude of Sierra Leone youth. Everybody want to come up better tomorrow. And business are like a baby born. When you born, you they expect 2 years, 3 years, better. You understand? You go for pump money, in the West, they say picking like what? Na liability. We now say picking what an asset. You understand? So that misperception that when somebody go into business today, begin buy and sell, you want me begin buy multi-catuma. So man will go take loan, Musa, 25 million loans. You never know, I pay 0.5% or 50% of that loan. The next day, see, go jump inside Mutka. They tell you, say, the business how you do, and if for the day inside Mutka for go sell. No, you cannot take a loan, you go buy Mutuka. So that management and administration of soft loan, they really hit the youth man the way they go into business. Some man they never say the Tifa or the Tofia, but not to Tofi, because you mismanage the loan and the percentage where you go take the loan, you not calculate that to the output of your sales. Another barrier of SME flourish in Sierra Leone, like I say, attitude, materialism. Man, they begin with a business, you get one woman, one girlfriend. You understand? When the business is big, you get 2 kiosks, the next year they go marry 2 women.
But
so them barriers they need to have immorality.
But somebody go say, when you do business, for suffer yourself.
Yes, but sufferness, you got to minimize. You got to minimize. You got to know the balance of deficit within your income and what expenditure when you execute you desire for running the business. So that immorality and materialism really now the secret. Then they call it these are the new normals for SME non-flourishing in Sierra Leone, because people are not able to calculate the income when they make per day. I get a case where I can lecture my student. I say, imagine you get 2 girlfriends. Every day the girlfriend you give 15,000. For which they don't even appreciate them. When you give a girlfriend 15,000 now transport for girlfriend you need to appreciate them. So what happen when you multiply together every day you are losing 30,000, which is not coming back to you. When you multiply 30,000 by 30 days, you think about what? About 900,000 news. You understand? That one because liability to the business is never coming back. But that person they serve as an impediment to the growth of his business because you are losing it, it's not coming with anything. So imagine you get for pay a loan of 2 million. You don't lose 900,000 of just pleasing somebody's head for what? For your own desire. So those ones are one of the secrets where young man, where they say, well, I don't know, I mentor them, tell them, say, when you do into business, you get for minimize social activities.
So the concept, what you eat, the concept or the phrase, what you eat, you
yes.
You don't bug the business of SMEs na salon?
No. What you eat, you. But if you eat proportionate to what? To the income where the business generates, so that you will get what is sustainable what business. But when you eat past mark with the expectation that tomorrow will go better, like you live a life like you understand, it will make the business not flourish. I get this case to I say when you put your picking in a private school and your salary no reach for people for go the pay concurrence, what happen? When the picking go class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, what happen? Pass get for change. You bring her back to government school. So what happen at that feeling and taste when the people don't get for private school, they can't destruct her. That's how the business goes. When you start a business, you begin getting and boom. What happen? You don't get the attention of managing your income and liability, you go for collapse.
Okay.
So these are so many reasons where they lead to what SME what non-flourishing in Sierra Leone. The general one, somebody can tell you government policies, but to me, I tell them, say these are archaic concepts. Because business with the entrepreneurs and the government will come, as long as you able to manage resources well, you able to balance well, you don't need a government intervention, you understand? Although to some extent, government and the papa will provide the environment, like the peace, stability, tranquility among what the stakeholders, so that possibly go come on a Kalbachon cancel the money, you not get say tomorrow they will strike. Possibly come on Linti, cancel. Somebody will come on Ogu Farm, cancel with the rest mind that me also safe and the market where they come back is safe. Those are the ways where we only need government for support. But providing finances, providing this, everybody say government, no. When you want to be a successful entrepreneur, forget about government. Yeah?
But again, somebody go say the environment need for a very conducive environment.
That's the role of government.
Yes. So doing SMEs, you don't forget about government.
You don't forget about them. But most I know what young man can say everything. The government not do this. Me I get idea about. I don't get what that sponsor me. Me I get this. I able make this. I don't get what that sponsor me. That's the thing I say. Ignore the government side. Use the limited available resources. That's why we get this concept of the push very hard with this youth network for entrepreneurship development need. You understand that? We get to call the diamonds theory. You use your local resources. Yeah, you add value on them. They sell out the idea. Yeah, we also what's up with face masks. If we all be depend on what local, imported face masks, me it's not for you wear face masks. Because the first face mask I import is going to give me contract, it don't cost me almost $1 na China before you lock the final borders. You understand? It costs what $1. You understand? That N95. So imagine if a face mask don't cost me $1, take the rich in a salon, which $1 in a salon is worth 10,000. How many people go afford for buy 10,000 face masks? For what? Creativity. See now you get max 3,000, 2,000, where everybody go well. They serve at similar purposes. So that's why I can always push it. Not to depend on that government. For me, you sell out your creativity. For me, you sell out your innovation. Rather what build on what you have, add value, transform it, and not sell out. The one they get people and they will get money. We call the capital venturists, but they not get that idea for towards innovation. So when you create them, people they see. Look, Phoenix. Phoenix, you don't make billions of loans with the innovation of this Victoria bucket. Yeah? The importer was just what? You need to open the tap, you wash your hand, then lock them back, which is prone to COVID-19. You understand? But when you come with this press, food they work for you, this they work for you. You see that what? UNDP buy a bank of funds. Even when I don't get that big tankly. It's innovation. Phoenix, if you say pass wait for government, say pass and give me loan before I got this idea, for make this money. Yeah, I see another video where we be show now on Facebook. Somebody will do that automated hand washing. Can that person wait for government? For getting the parts, for getting the money? It's innovation. So that's why they call on young man that within this COVID-19, when they utilize what we call innovation and creativity, when they make use of that ICT.
Okay.
Go into YouTube, they tell you that rules, if I go for explain that, they send you that point there. That way they make money out of this COVID-19 crisis. Yes, okay. The economy has been hit. People that don't suffer, we SME don't suffer because sales no there, and due to the policies of interlocking, city transformation, all of these restriction of Kofiada, they minimize the sales. But people are making money, so therefore let them push, let them make.
So I would go for a short music break, and I come back to you for we look at the impacts really where COVID don't get on the SMEs and the opportunity where COVID don't create for SMEs.
Thank you. I will line up.
Okay. The program is special Corona update where they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the edition of the program, we talk about the impact of COVID-19 on SMEs. And inside the program, I get Nicholas A. Kamara, where they talk about the impacts of COVID-19 on SMEs. Me and Musa Kamara will come back after this break.
COVID-19 nakila koro, COVID-19 koro koro, COVID-19 nakila koro, COVID-19 koro koro, corona killing everywhere. Salon rise up, together as one, rise up. Then we stop the spread of corona, coronavirus. Nakila, we all say together we all for better. Coronavirus, nakila, we all say not to politics, let we all better. Coronavirus, nakila, innovation officer Jack, I say. Coronavirus, nakila, it don't kill possible, nakila, it don't possible, nakila, it don't spread possible, nakila, it don't kill possible, na killer. It don't kill pass Ebola, koro. COVID-19, koro koro. COVID-19 na killer, koro. COVID-19, koro koro. COVID-19 na killer. Coronavirus quick for spread, and this na how it can spread. If you shake hand with an infected person, you go get them. Yeah. If you touch anything, we get them. You don't catch them. Yeah. When you touch the virus, you don't contaminate your hand. If you don't wash your hand before you touch your face, you go get them, mama. If you don't sanitize your hand before you touch your nose, you go get them, papa. If you don't wash your hand before you touch your eye, you go get sister. If you don't sanitize your hand before you touch your mouth, you go get brother. What we for do? Wash your hand with soap and water. We all for wash your hand. Corona the pass. Sanitize your hand. We for always sanitize your hand. We just say coronavirus na killer. We all say together we all for better. Coronavirus na killer. We all say no to politics, let we all better. Coronavirus na killer. Immigration officer Jack I say coronavirus na killer. It don't kill possible na killer. It don't possible na killer. It don't spread possible na killer. It don't kill possible na killer. It don't kill possible koro. COVID-19 koro koro. COVID-19 na killer koro. COVID-19 koro koro. COVID-19 na killer. These are the signs and symptoms of COVID-19. And you go to cough, you go get fever, your body go tired, you go to breathe like you get asthma. Pneumonia go enter now you two lungs. Your nose go run snots, you go to sneeze. You go get sore throat. Yeah. It's time to be conscious. Take precautions. Follow government instructions and save mama salon. You no go sit down now. Corona no go sit down now. You no go sit down now. Corona no go sit down now. Body camera say. You no go sit down, sit down, sit down. You no go sit down, sit down, sit down. You no go sit down, sit down, sit down. You no go sit down. Go dey see ya, talk back now. Coronavirus na killer. We all say together we all for better. Coronavirus na killer. Everybody say no to politics, let we all better. Coronavirus na killer. Immigration officer Jack I say coronavirus na killer. It don't kill possible na killer. It don't possible na killer. It don't spread possible na killer. It don't kill possible na killer. It don't kill possible. Now this we all for do for prevent the spread of coronavirus na salon. 1. Avoid public gathering. 2. No more shake and nobody contact. 3. Practice social distancing. 4. Practice good hygiene. 5. Clean and disinfect your surroundings. 6. Over your face where you the cough and sneeze. 7. If you get some, no mingle with people. 8. If you get symptoms, call 117. 9. Stay at home. 10. Alma for dinner. Oh, send me for wash we hand with soap and water. Sanitize we hand always. We for wash we hand with soap and water. Sanitize we hand for stop corona. Coronavirus na killer. We all say together we all for better. Coronavirus na killer. We all say no to politics, let we all better.
Yes, indeed, coronavirus na a killer disease. The program na Corona Special Corona Hour, where they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Members say na Usiwa, the support Radio Democracy for bring this program come to you. Inside today's edition of the program, they talk about the impact of COVID-19 on SMEs, we na small businesses. And my studio guest for today na Dauda Ekoma, lecturer in entrepreneurship.
Nicholas.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Nicholas Kamara, yes. In a lecturer na IPAM, entrepreneurship. Therefore, talk about the impact of COVID-19 on SMEs. We don't talk about the SMA situation as well in general. So now you mentioned, say, it was very difficult for SMEs, even without COVID. Now with COVID, what's now the situation?
I just wasn't doing back. So sometimes we are the call and say COVID like a pull factor. Yeah, now instead of a push factor, you a pull factor. Meaning that now one of the forces where they really deter the growth and sustainability of SMEs. Example, the impact of COVID now to SMEs, straight to the line. You look at this intercity closure for the past 2 months or 3 months. You see, say a little shortage of raw materials and other basic stuff. And people in the way then they survive based on that agriculture. Yeah, we all know like pepper, then the people are from Kabbalah, like cow na from Kabbalah, then side and the majority of that. Cassava na from upline when I either Boo or Makeni, Gari they come either from Boo or Makeni, because we all the fruit of we know the hook. We not say any big agricultural farm in the Western area.
But we're getting Leicester, Gloucester, we they produce
those are
lettuce
cash
and
crops,
all that
vegetables.
things.
That's not all man the bar, Musa. We look at carrots now. Carrots, they say 2 for 5,000. These are so poor man no way bam. So they look at what the basic food, yeah, and necessity we are in. Now in general, you talk about rice, you talk about cassava, you talk about gari. So within that intercity lockdown, it delayed the operations. Like because I get boutique, I get a stationery shop. Like boutique up to now, you don't get customer where they come. So I can't imagine now, or I still imagine, would that just depend on boutique? Saloons there then away they're almost closed. Barber shop they're almost closed because some people they pay for goodie. Because the transmission of COVID-19 is blood or fluid. So, 2-3 when you go Campus Street, there are 2-3 saloons that we don't lock for the past 3 months, they don't open. So imagine how many people they survive. So the impact of COVID-19 is, everybody don't say them so many times. Yeah, another one, hidden one. You talk about what repayment of loan of these SME owners. Like I tell you, 80% of SME owners are depending on what on overdraft or loan. And the thing coming very bad. The time people don't go take loan then November, December, when they don't enter inside China, when 2 or 3 months before load they come. Some of man load can inside February, wait for big pay in loan inside February. Now it's by March and do it, lockdown come. April, intercity this. So that shockingly, they make some money in hiding. But what I be do? There was a time I go now sister program na AYV. I always tell people say now for show integrity and now for show transparency. Go to the bank where you take your loan, no hide. Build a friendly relationship with the bank because they self they suffer. So one of the effects where hidden is about the repayment of loan, for which people they undergo a suppression, pain, because they never get alternative at source of livelihood. But thank God we hear you. But this one I've been listening to a program about this team European Union where they choose Falaba and Karine. I hope say the money they need to reach the right people. And even this small and medium-sized agency, I was fortunate for going to represent IPAM Day as one of the key facilitators for this financing of SMEs in Sierra Leone about 2 months back. So then the government don't go approve at a supplementary budget, which is about 50 billion. So if this money really had them plan them in the policy, they implement it to the right people, I'm sure it's a big goal, it's a big plus. But the only fear is, and we will push towards SME sustainability, that government for be the implementing partners will be very open and transparent to those who are really hit. The one they really suffer, now for eat this money. You understand? Because I understand about 1.3 when it's shaped to my Kituman, that's a very good one. But the only thing in the Western area, she said there was a pause. Please, I call on all stakeholders that money, people they need them. There are people they struggle. Yeah, the pepper woman, the market and of course they struggle. People like where they sell Abacha seed and they struggle. People like where they sell Cambo seed and they struggle. Boutique people are highly hit than any other sector because you don't go buy clothes with away things that you go for looking for 2-3 days. Yeah, thank God churches that open, mosques that open. Maybe they sell suits and other things that they begin sell. So another thing will impact SMEs in terms of what Sierra Leone produce. Everything we are dependent either Conakry, Liberia, Senegal, or Nigeria or China. So with this restraints of not traveling cross border, it is what we go out of stock. Now God make government intervene very sharp and quickly when they allocate that 5 billion or 5 something for the import of basic necessities. Yeah, food, sugar, oil, and this. Maybe
yes, now this one come now. We see under the quick response program where the Minister of Finance, together Minister of Trade and the Bank of Salone they implement. How beneficial this day for cushioning the effect of COVID-19 on SMEs? So
the point that they rally on too. The first 5 billion where they allocate for the importers of our domestic goods. That's why we pray we don't open the organization now and with the lecture in university, maybe one day with the lecture, maybe they listen. Not only for pass module. Lord take over the economy. When you look at key areas of the economy owned and managed by foreigners. It's good, yes, we have to call FDIs, foreign direct investment. We need partnership with foreigners, but let we the youth take over at the stage or take the center stage of our doing business. So that 5 billion, Musa, if I count, and obviously we get up to 10 or 20 seconds, we get something from that 5 billion. Because the highest importer of rice now is going to CTC. Who owns CTC is a foreigner. Yeah, without the import sugar, now PC and Sons, majority of them. Yeah, so when you check all our 5 billion, they are going to go to Sierra Leone and they reach how many millions. So the government policy is a good one, but government cannot go beyond. They don't go force say Musa can't be businessman. When he's striving, he showcase, they sell out an idea. Government can even take it out. Can't go with this small and medium-sized agency. Then they strive very well because they identify with the young man, what they do into business, with the lecturer. Every program they invite you for go sell out ideas. And I pray that the 5 billion they will no longer approve in our parliament. We the young man we want time. Yeah, go into business, and then give you the right way for a loan where it will be a soft loan. So that's the challenge. So the quick response is very, very useful. Like this kind of this European team, all what they pray for is it known to the people where they do business are carrying it? Because some of them they're not educated and they are hit. Is it known by what? By the people like where they live now, Falaba? So because I even at this money when I say there is a special money where European they call it Team Europe. Team Europe, where they give support to poor African countries for which Sierra Leone they choose 2 districts, Falaba and Kayene, because based on their research and indicators, now of the most underdeveloped districts in this country. So I just hope that money when they give the right people, when they go give new businessmen them. Because what you mean the worry now, we don't get too many businessmen the way for which they just emerge because when you say this quick response day, then the way they facilitate and implement this project, when they give at least any business where they exist, through the city council, just land, through the city council, at least 5 years backward. Those are the right people who have been suffered. Well, don't stay. But if you go to somebody who just registered last year, he said that they can't begin suffer by COVID-19, he just took over and dogs him back. So I pray that the implementing partner, when they empower the city councils and the district councils, if they want to get accurate data, when they contact, and this is a forum for government for increasing revenue after COVID-19, the opportunities for government. What have I achieved now? If the government work with the district council and city councils for payback all petty traders, when they take city rates, when they pay city council, when they did that. So tomorrow, if you Musa you own business, you say you know they pay. Government they pay tax and they see nothing. They see Nicholas they pay city council, they pay city rate, they pay NACIT, they see they can get 5 million euros. Trust me, after this, we jumpy we Misa. The next day, nobody going back for going this business and city council, my Kenima or Kalan council. So they beg the SMEs implementing partners, these sliders, let them partner with local councils. When they get raw data from local councils, people will then pay the city rate or city council until December last year, 2019. So those data will be credible, will be fair, and those people will be enjoying, and then they see which side they take this government to another level.
You talk about taxes. We see the World Bank funding to them business, where they give governments for distribute to them businessman. It is 1,300,000. If you talk about taxes, then people have to pay on daily basis to council also. How then we will be part of that if they go by that policy?
Well, I'm not talking about petty trader now. Petty trader government saying they give them 1,300,000. Then they go back market to market without getting table and doing it. I talk about people who get kiosks, shops them. Because for every district council like Freetown, so if you pay like before this and be 400,000, we will get shop. Yeah. And the other one when they get kiosks and be 250. Then people will sacrifice for pay them 250 and then the back government for pay back. So may not just go and choose and do random survey saying I shop this are taking them. No. Let them go to the city council. They have their database. Look at those people who have been paying their taxes 2 years back. You understand? Then when you give them that money, then they go into my back and they comply for any other thing. Then. But if government not follow that path of following and partnering with city council or district council for give this money, where World Bank don't give this 5 billion. Trust me, then it's where I see. Then the advantage of government now. The advantage of government to this now is able to get a concrete data where now one of the objective of this need. Because need not only this alone. I get me probably was studying in China. I'll be fortunate about for the course on entrepreneurship in Turkey online. So we get like Kenya get a friend where we get the same philosophy in the Kenya, me find other party in Nigeria, me other party in Ghana. Yeah, and the last one in Liberia. So they build a concept for African youth about guided youth entrepreneurship. So what thing they don't do yonder when me party they tell me most of this loan where they come as cushioning as a rapid response, government is send that through the councils, and the councils they manage by the SMEs, where then they pay their tax before. So the taxation, where World Bank don't give, you understand, for cushion out for the foreign direct investors, or multinational taxes. Yes, the mami wey dey sell pepper in the market no go benefit from that tax waiver deal. But we will get shop, we'll get what we call tax rebate policy. I'm glad why you see every video call on, NRA, the commissioner and the team, they call on people that you don't know, say they hit you, particularly tourism. Musa, when you go Aberdeen, yes, although people they say people and they chill and this, but those are not people the way they bring money. The key people ready for bring money now their side and then they go there. Because I tell you this thing, money man they afraid COVID-19 pass with the poor man. Money man they afraid COVID pass with the poor man. You understand? Because then you know once you get to the liability cost, money man they think as if this thing go affect me, I no go open my shop, I no go run my business. So they're very, very careful. Why we all go, they take the risks because look at the impact. But when this happen, the government will go take care of me. So it's very, very challenging. So the tax rebates, how government they do well with the SMEs or the small scale companies.
Would they come to the way forward?
Yes.
Would they come to the way forward?
Okay.
Make a holiday. We talk about the COVID-19. Whose opportunity creates for SMEs?
It's a big one. It's a big one.
For somebody they listen now, go like
yes.
Them.
So one of the opportunity where SME don't create, yeah. I mean COVID-19 don't create for SME. Now innovation and creativity. Face masks. Yeah, face masks. One of the opportunities we don't create. People that tell man now when we just do like 2-3 months and nobody get nothing for do because possibly they show close. But with this event of that, somebody will create this face mask, this conclusion, you really don't sell that idea. When you go down and send job because you're in the only, you see people in the bank on cash there. So the opportunity of have increasing sales of face masks, creativity of Finnick. Finnick was known for agricultural products, but now in all the day in what agricultural product, you don't cut across all sectors. Because in Veronica bucket, they're all over. So they create what opportunity for young people. So if Finnick we get 3 or 10 workmen where they produce for agricultural equipment, now you don't multiply them. Maybe if you check now, you go get like then 50, 60 part-time workers for multiply the production. Because I even learned say this in concept. People in the come out like and for can take in buckets. People in the come even Conakry for good time in big because it's a real innovation. It's a real innovation. So when you look at we get this student and that student commerce. Yeah, everything telling now oversee that ethanol. Now they produce them. It's very, very powerful. So you don't create more opportunities for those youths where they think out of the box.
So how SMEs they use this opportunity for growth and businesses?
Through innovation and creativity, we are going for enlightening you that you go for engage, you go for think out of the box. You know, Jack Ma says this 2020, anybody where they operate business, where own the business, may not expect any addition of profit, whether what they fed for. Sustainability, and not good. He said because COVID-19 now a pandemic will come for hit the businesses. So how possibly they make use of or where they tap on opportunity from this COVID-19? Look at the problems. Yeah, Warren Buffett says entrepreneurship come out from that problem because we are problem solvers. Now in area, you know, some people they use this face masks. What did happen? I see another new one, innovation one, when I like transparent. Go there, buy that plastic, use initiative. Full line, make it iron, go back to arts and crafts. Use the arts and crafts skills you produce. People they buy it because not all my asthma patient say this one put 1 hour, they block me nose. But when you use that Galvan one, they make money. So it's about creativity, innovation, and arts and crafts. We are in youth for take the time for do what we call environmental research, environmental scanning. Now people in the way they afraid for even take the dirty now, the spill. Now they make money. So what happens? You engage with waste management. If you're not graduate, where the shame say now when they see the old dirty, wait up, you mobilize those ghetto boys. You tell them, say for every dirty account, they give 1,000. Trust me, they go and get them for you, Musa. Use it for coordinate. So these are all innovative areas. So there are a lot. That's why inside Malaysia, they get what called SME floating in tough waters. What does it mean? In Sierra Leone also, SME with the floating in tough waters because sales no day. No, the redistribution of raw materials very, very limited because majority of we now from China we get. And China the COVID-19 is just the balance. You understand? So what happened? The goods away there now at hand, the price don't increase. So what happened? We use local content policy for produce, yeah, and increase what who sells. And this again, one of the opportunities towards the youth is like what knowing your markets. Not all things now Conakry and not anything you send to China. Knowing your market because we get big importers. Where they still get materials and install. So go there and buy in wholesales, you can do a retails. Because people in the way they buy and sell, and people in the eat. COVID-19 will block nobody for you too. So you look at those who engage in boutique, Those who engage what in addressing, we got to call quick cash sales activities, like African money, Orange money, go into those businesses. The profit is not beaucoup. Like, because Jack Ma don't talk am. He said, those are in business now, don't fight for what growth, not that profit, but what look for what sustainability and expansion of your business.
What's the way forward in the SMEs world during this COVID-19 as we round the program up?
The way forward for SMEs and really guide it the way they do business, not get millet. Okay? Not to rush for rapid growth during these trying times. Because not only in Sierra Leone, we better safe. I can always say the COVID-19 we can salon at the photocopy. I get a poem right. Yeah, I say as usual in China, when they produce, they get 4 categories of products. They get the European products, they get the American product, they get the Asian product, and they get the African product. So the COVID-19 again, as well as a class, I say they send you the African COVID-19. Now making people they say, see America, this one I listen CNN, yeah, Atlanta, the thing don't revamp the back. China, they get another new case. So you see, and we now will not get much debt, less than 100 up to now. It's been 6 months we done this first year. So I always say the photocopy COVID-19 camp. So the way forward here now for Sierra Leone youth, like go in with integrity, partner with your suppliers, partner with your bank. No hide. Whether you don't trust in good sale before COVID-19 can go to make you see regularly. When you do app sales, you go with you get. You understand? Me when I talk to you, I get loan where I take. The good sale not get to still fast in China someday, Kenya. What happened? Me and my bank loan officers, where I get 1 million I go back. Where I get 500 I go back. So they know say there is a commitment, but what the economic situation don't hamper me. So another way forward for SME owners, especially for graduate youths, fabrics and clothing. If not face masks, we are not venture to begin show clothes for go sell right now because nobody buy clothes for go where now. Everybody is focused about food, bread and butter. So diversification, another secret towards sustainability and growth of SME. People for diversify. Yes, you get a boutique, now they know you for. Diversify, go to what African money, Orange money, or you do at water, because water how man they drink them. Yeah, you look at cash corporate or cash sales materials in network. You call it what you call renting the win. Okay, another way forward for SME growth and sustainability in Sierra Leone, we talk about partnership. Me know able produce ethanol, we call it in the hand sanitizer. But because with my skills and innovation, what happen? When somebody produce some people's pharmacy, I go take and I get my boutique now. Yeah? Where I know say they produce soap where people want for COVID-19, I go buy and they inside my boutique. So you come, if you not buy clothes, they see the hand sanitizer. It's currently in demand. So partnership and collaboration for diverse products. So you get for minimize, say no. Now this is something before. So now for the no, you get for flexible for me to the current trend and current demand.
Okay, then. Thank you very much for coming to the program.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, in Nicholas A. Kamara, in a lecturer entrepreneurship na IPAM, University of Salone. Been there at the program for talk about the impact of COVID-19 on SMEs when a small and medium size business them na Salone. Well, now this edition of the program special Corona update go left for today, Wednesday, July 29, 2020. Plenty thank you to my technical man on duty, DJ Ahmad, we give technical support. Franklin Pamabi, we see we live na Facebook. My executive producer, Michael Sambola, producer, Alex Lawrence Kurma. Okay.
Just one message from youths. I got a proverb say to the graduate youths, yes, for outbreak of COVID-19, today is tough, tomorrow might be sour, but the day after tomorrow might be an opportunity for you. So what happened? Striving, strike, continue to commit yourself and continue to for move on. Tomorrow might be better. Say bye-bye, Michael Luca team. Okay.
Okay then. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you very much, Nicholas.
Yes.
Well, as I've been saying, plenty thank you to me, executive producer Michael Sambola, producer Alex Lawrence Kurma. And remember, say this program they come to you again next week with another fresh edition, same time, same station. Now, Usiwa, the support really democracy for come with special Corona update to you. And you same also be the listen we partner stations them across Salone and on the internet on www.redemocracy.sl and also on Facebook. So till next week, Musa Kamara they say bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
COVID-19 nakila koro. COVID-19 koro. COVID-19 nakila koro. COVID-19 koro. Corona killing everywhere. Salone rise up. Together as one. Rise up.